Chapter 2: Ways to create an inclusive teaching and learning environment. We now examine ways to create an inclusive teaching and learning environment and start by considering its importance. Valuing diversity. There are several arguments in favour of valuing and promoting diversity, not least of all the business case. We are living in an increasingly multicultural environment where clients, customers, and consumers come in many shapes, sizes, and ages, from different faiths, racial backgrounds, nationalities, and varying sexual orientation. Competing for jobs, clients, customers, and consumers is increasing. Geography is less of a barrier to commerce and learning with the growth of online platforms and flexible solutions. Consequently, ignoring diversity can have adverse financial consequences, such as lost sales or missed opportunities. Certainly there are racial and religious tensions, and it is unlikely that these will ever disappear. In fact, they may increase with the impact of globalization and blowback or retaliation from wars in other countries. Lecturers, therefore, need to be sensitive to tensions between different groups of individuals and find ways to manage and reduce such tensions in the educational environment. Some of these tensions may be based on stereotypes, misconceptions, unjustified prejudice, or misunderstanding, or lack of knowledge or understanding. One way to alleviate some of these is through structured icebreakers during induction, where learners introduce themselves and provide some background or interesting facts about their culture, religion, or personal experiences relating to equality and diversity, including positive and negative experiences, and how they expect others to treat them. The learning provider's policies and procedures can also be introduced during induction to outline equality and diversity related expectations the organisation has of its learners and what learners can expect from the organisation. Cultural and religious celebrations, particularly where food and music is involved, tend to work well if managed effectively. In terms of disability, learning difficulties, medical conditions, and different learning styles and ability ranges, lecturers need to take these into account when planning their teaching, learning, and assessment strategies. If reasonable adjustments are not made and different learner needs not considered, it could lead to poor learner performance during assessments and/or learners leaving the program or not completing it successfully. This has financial and social consequences. Financial consequences include loss of revenue, especially if the learning provider receives government funding per learner and is paid in instalments while the learner remains on the program, together with an element or percentage for successful completion of the program. Where government funding is not provided, learners may be paying in instalments themselves. If they leave the program early, the learning provider may lose the remaining instalment payments. If they remain on the program but do not make satisfactory progress, they may not be able to continue on to a higher program with the learning provider, which again leads to a loss of potential revenue. In addition, poor performance and/or early withdrawal from a program could be counterproductive to the learner's group dynamic, its morale and motivation. There are education and career-related benefits to diversity for learners. These can include the following: an opportunity to share different perspectives and life experiences, the quality of decision-making, including personal, career-related, or educational, may be enhanced. For instance, a mature learner might have worked in different fields that other learners intend to enter, so they can discuss industry practice and expectations with them. Being aware of and sensitive to a range of cultures, backgrounds, ages, sexual orientation, faith, and disability increases a learner's ability to adapt to working with different people in various environments and contexts. It should also develop a degree of empathy and tolerance, which can be used in other contexts. Empathy is becoming increasingly important for managers in many business sectors. The Equality Act 2010, corporate social responsibility and diversity agendas at many large organisations place high expectations of their staff in relation to equality and diversity. Becoming familiar with the requirements and expectations during the education and training stage should provide a good basis for dealing with these aspects effectively during employment.